All right, coming up next, it's our highly anticipated championship matchup for the UFC Women's Strawweight Division title. With much fanfare, here she is, the #1 strawweight contender. This is a 5-tool player, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best 115-pound fighters we've ever seen. A fighter that many fans believe already is the #1 fighter in this division. Now, though, her chance to prove it, to get the hardware, to get the gold, and attach UFC strawweight champion to her name in perpetuity.
As she makes her way to the octagon right now, her preparation has been perfect. She is in fantastic shape, she is focused, she is motivated, and she believes she will leave this cage tonight as the new champion of the world.
So much depth now at 115 pounds, but they're all still chasing her. Yeah, they are, the undisputed UFC strawweight champion. And she's got the confidence that belies a champion. As you see her make this walk here tonight, she won the belt with flying colors, defended it with style points, and that's the same goal here tonight. She really is a fighter that maintains a calm demeanor, takes it fight by fight. She has aspirations to be the greatest of all time. She is well on her way.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship-level performance and retain her title.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach as well. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 45 wins, 17 losses. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Jessica Batalha And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, the Cobra.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. The UFC Women's Strawweight title is on the line. So after a big win in her title fight the last time out by knockout, here she is trying to defend the title. Tough act to follow. We'll see what she can produce for an encore here tonight. Obviously, her star power has absolutely soared. Oh! Well, she has worked her way up the ladder, off the prelims, now on the main card. She was at the photo shoot for this fight, on the poster for the first time. And here's a fighter, when it comes to her skills, she deserves this type of showcase. Now with all of the popularity in the world, all of the hype, let's see how she performs.
Good punch. Back to full mount again. Look at this. Looks like she's got that armbar locked in tight. It's very close here. More and more pressure on that arm. She might have to tap. Oh, that's
And
it.
that will do it.
Great job in establishing that submission.
Yeah, that was lightning fast, Joe Rogan. She did not waste a lot of time. She knew she wanted to get this fight to the ground and let her submission skills take over. So the takedown attempt comes early in round one, and the tap comes shortly thereafter. A huge turn of events here tonight.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that armbar locked in tight for the tap. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there she is as the celebration continues for the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion, getting it done with style points here tonight. She is your champion and your winner by submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 6 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and new undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Jessica Andrade.
Well, there is a new UFC Women's Strawweight Champion. She comes in here tonight. She didn't want to over-respect the champion, and as such, she's able to get the win by way of submission. A major result here tonight that figures to send a ripple through the rest of this division. There is a new queen in the UFC at 115 pounds. Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Strawweight Division matchup. All right, so here she is back making the walk here tonight. Her takedowns certainly are the best in this division. So explosive. Her technique is just outstanding. And Joe, there's no telegraph. Even when the opponent has prepared and seemingly feels like they know what's coming, she will shoot from far out, still get in on those legs, and still get you exactly where you don't want to be, fighting off of your back. As scary a takedown artist as we have in this women's division.
This girl is so good at taking fighters to the ground from the clinch. She has a full arsenal of takedowns and throws from the clinch. Tying up with her is a dangerous proposition.
So as this young woman makes the walk to the octagon, if you wanted to tell me she's the fastest fighter in the women's ranks, I'm not going to argue with you. Beautiful combination of speed and footwork, just so quick on the feet, darting in and out, creating offensive angles, all the while staying out of her opponent's reach. A master on the feet, and it's all set up by her quickness and speed.
This girl is a very well-rounded mixed martial artist, and the advantage to that is she's comfortable no matter where the fight takes place. If her opponent wants to stand, she's comfortable there. If her opponent wants to try to take her down, she has excellent defense. If the fight goes to the ground, she has an excellent ground game. So she is fully well-rounded, and because of that, she is much more confident no matter where the fight takes place inside the octagon.
Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. Once again, here is the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Mackenzie Dern. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 25 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, the Cobra. And in the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Levine.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
Ready?
Round 1. Oh, we'll see if she can have her hand raised here tonight. Round 1 is underway. Oh! All right, with much fanfare, Joe Rogan, here she is. She stole the show on the media conference call earlier this week, and now she is where she's always wanted to be, on a pay-per-view main card. Social media followers through the roof. She's got all this hype, all this popularity. Now you have to perform. The coaches believe that this is something that will buoy her and inspire her to perform better than she ever has before. I guess we'll find out. Very interesting stylistic clash here tonight.
Good uppercut attempt. That one hurt.
Oh, huge block for her, Joe. Another takedown attempt here. Nicely done here in the early going with the takedown. Gets up again here, but hurting.
Huge kick, misses. There's a kick to the body. Just out of range with the head kick.
Oh, she moves right into that head kick, Joe. Not a good look for her there at all. I'm not sure how many more of those she can take, quite frankly. She's got to figure some things out here defensively.
Oh! Here's a single attempt. And she completes another takedown. She gets her back.
And she's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, so have the get-ups. She lands the head kick. Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Oh, another head kick lands for her there, Joe, and one more, and this fight could be over. It's amazing what a chin she has. I'm just not sure how many more she can take.
Excellent sweep.
Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there. Trying to establish that jab once again. Well, she whiffs on the straight right hand.
Wow! She might try to finish this fight here. This could be it.
How about that chin? And again, she lands another takedown there, so really doing a nice job scoring points with these takedowns. The opponent doesn't see it coming either, right? She's not telegraphing. Wow!
This could be it right here. Landed a huge kick for the knockout.
Well, Joe, she talked a lot about finishing this fight and taking the judges out of it, and she couldn't have done it much better than that. She caught her opponent flush with that kick, full force, full extension, and that spelled the end of the night for the opposition. And when it comes to her highlight reel, Joe, this is the top of the list. This is exactly what she needed here tonight.
And here's the end. Let's go to a different angle. And here it is again. Bang.
Well, that's a knockout they'll be talking about for quite some time. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 17 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
Well, there are few greater highs in all of professional sports than to have your hand raised inside that octagon, but she took it a step further tonight. Massive knockout victory. No TKO here. This was a flush KO. She's probably getting some bonus money. One thing I can guarantee you, she is getting a massive, high-profile opportunity next. Congratulations as the celebration continues following the big KO tonight.
Good block. Good work.
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Strawweight Division matchup. Well, from the moment she stepped foot in the octagon at UFC 209, Cynthia Calvillo has made her presence felt. Lost a couple years of her prime due to a broken forearm, broken 3 times in the same place. But once she made her pro debut in 2016, it has been all systems go. She had 5 fights in a span of 9 months, won all of them. She has been a real threat at strawweight. Cynthia Calvillo believes the ceiling is UFC championship.
This girl is a true takedown expert. She has a full arsenal of takedown techniques, and it is her specialty. She is so good at closing the distance and utilizing spectacular takedowns to bring her opponent to the mat.
So as this young woman makes the walk to the octagon, if you wanted to tell me she's the fastest fighter in the women's ranks, I'm not going to argue with you. Beautiful combination of speed and footwork, just so quick on the feet, darting in and out, creating offensive angles, all the while staying out of her opponent's reach. A master on the feet, and it's all set up by her quickness and speed.
This girl has such amazing takedown defense. It's so good to watch, and young fighters could do no better than to emulate the techniques that she utilizes in keeping fights on the feet.
Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, Cynthia Calvillo. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Muay Thai kickboxing and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, the Cobra. And with the action begins, the referee in charge, Eve Levine.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Dateline, Houston, Texas, always going to be back in the H-Town as we get underway here from Toyota Center. All right, ready to go for round one. There is the mean and nasty strawweight contender, the Team Alpha male representative, Cynthia Calvillo. She's not afraid of her first-round finish. You can ask her previous victim, Amanda Cooper, all about that, but she's also not afraid to extend the opposition into deep water. She believes she'll have the cardio advantage and the grappling advantage. Oh, nice slam there. That one cannot feel good. She's trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
Hard shots to the body being landed on the ground. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Calvillo gets up and decides to take this fight back to its feet, despite having a seemingly dominant position on the ground. She blocks that offense, Joe. Nice punch there by Calvillo.
Misses a huge hook to the head.
Oh, nice combination of strikes, all set up by that takedown.
Hits the reversal, and now in half guard.
Back to the feet now. Glancing right hand upstairs. Calvillo's worked in that underhook now. The slam, Joe.
Excellent movement here on the ground. Half guard.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
She's using good footwork here, moving towards her right.
We cross the midpoint in round one. Switching stances here. Back to orthodox. Oh, she leaned right into that uppercut, Joe. Not a good look there. We'll see if she can make some adjustments. Oh!
This could be it right here.
Big right hand there.
Oh! What a leg kick.
Joe.
Oh, she's grabbed a Kimura. It looks like she's got that arm pretty tight. Now it's deeper. And she got her arm out. Wow, I thought she was going to have to tap. In full guard here. Trying to take the back here. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy.
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
Half guard.
90 seconds now to go in round one.
Nice shot to the head. Big punch. Covering up, doing a nice job of stopping that ground and pound.
Lands a punch there, Joe.
She gets her back.
Calvillo's hammer fist is blocked by the defense.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Under a minute now to go in round one.
Oh, good left hand. Side control.
Trying to set up a sub here, Joe.
It looks like the submission's locked.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's getting tighter. This could be the end. Outstanding.
Will do it.
Outstanding. Round's about to end, sunk in that submission, and got the victory.
Well, you're right, Joe. You could tell she was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but she didn't want to force it. She stayed patient, allowed her setup to do its work, and then let the submission materialize almost organically. So the desired result turned in by this fighter here tonight, and she has certainly set herself up for a massive opportunity now moving forward.
And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So there she is, your winner by submission, and there will be no wiping the smile off her face tonight as she turns in one of the bigger highlights of her UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 29 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Cynthia Calvillo.
So there she is, following what could be argued as the biggest win of her career. She gets it done by submission here tonight. She told us during Fight Week, Joe, I got to keep the judges out of it. She certainly did just that. Now all that's left to do is to celebrate with her coaches and her training partners. She had a lot of friends and family in the building here tonight, and man, did she put on a show for them and maximize this UFC showcase. Congratulations.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute.
To reach the masses in this day and age, it's not enough just to win fights. Today, a UFC competitor has to put on dominant and exciting performances, and that's just what this charismatic rising star has been doing. As a result, this fighter has been piling up followers on social media, with each victory adding more and more fans to her bandwagon.
That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, it's our highly anticipated championship matchup for the UFC Women's Strawweight Division title. With much fanfare, here she is, the #1 strawweight contender. This is a 5-tool player, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best 115-pound fighters we've ever seen. A fighter that many fans believe already is the #1 fighter in this division. Now, though, her chance to prove it, to get the hardware, to get the gold, and attach UFC strawweight champion to her name in perpetuity.
As she makes her way to the octagon right now, her preparation has been perfect. She is in fantastic shape, she is focused, she is motivated, and she believes she will leave this cage tonight as the new champion of the world.
So much depth now at 115 pounds, but they're all still chasing her. Yeah, they are, the undisputed UFC strawweight champion. And she's got the confidence that belies a champion. As you see her make this walk here tonight, she won the belt with flying colors, defended it with style points, and that's the same goal here tonight. She really is a fighter that maintains a calm demeanor, takes it fight by fight. She has aspirations to be the greatest of all time. She is well on her way.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship-level performance and retain her title.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 6 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, presenting the challenger, the Cobra. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 48 wins, 17 losses. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world.
UFC belt on the mic. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my command at all times. If you want touchdown, do it right.
All right, here we go. I am fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming, and they're finally going to get after it.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, here we go. The UFC Women's Strawweight Championship of the World is up for grabs tonight. All right, round 1 is underway. She did not get off to a good start her last time out, so that bears watching here tonight. As many of you know, she was submitted in her last UFC outing. She cannot afford that result here tonight if she is going to maintain a spot on this. Oh, big kick goal there. Oh, big knee.
This could be it.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Both fighters get up now. Able to check that kick as well.
Head kick! Oh! This could be it right here.
Wow! All right, referee is going to step in here. Wanted to see more action. Forcing the stand-up now. Wow!
This could be it. There's some serious power in that kick, but misses.
Wow!
Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, how about the knockout there? Beautiful technique to land the fight-ending shot. And again, we're a broken record when it comes to this, but sometimes when you catch a fighter cold, maybe before she's had a chance to get herself into the fight, that strike can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
And here we see her land the shot that crowns her as the new queen of this division. As soon as it lands, you see her opponent go limp, and that's a wrap. A new world champion, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out again. I mean, just stiff.
And ladies and gentlemen, there she is, the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion. The celebration is on after the knockout win under the bright lights tonight. All right, the official decision is inside the octagon. That's where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 14 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, the Cobra.
All right, so congratulations are in order to the new UFC champion. And what is it going to take to dethrone this new champion? She was absolutely on point here tonight. Big title opportunity. She took full advantage. Can't wait to see how her championship reign plays out.